And welcome to part 2 of Mega Man X3. We finally moved on from that gigantic intro. Though I did add to that intro by putting the PS1 anime opening in there. But you know, regardless. We're going to start with Blizzard Buffalo, and by the way, this is the standard introduction sequence for the Super Nintendo. You see Doppler's D, they appear in front of it, and then their name comes, and this is the tune that plays during it. Instead, I'm going to be playing the PS1 anime intros, so enjoy. Yeah, Blizzard Buffalo he can make things out of ice with his bare hands. He's a real artist, that guy. So if you ever want, so fuck Edward Scissorhands, alright? Fuck Edward Scissorhands. Blizzard Buffalo's the way to be. This device Mega Man X is standing on right now can actually summon mech armors for you to ride around in, but unfortunately I don't have any on me because I didn't find any mech armor parts, so I'm not going to be using it at all. For a while, actually. That's the way I play my order, because Blizzard Buffalo is the only Maverick I have an easy time with my first time. The reason I think I don't like Mega Man X3 that much is because it is surprisingly more difficult. And the reason it's surprisingly more difficult is because every enemy in this game seems to deal you so much freaking damage when they hit you that it's absolutely batshit ridiculous. And it's not just the enemies either, it's the Mavericks. Every Maverick in this game hits you and they take out a third of your health bar. I'm not kidding, a fucking third! It's ridiculous starting the game, because when you start the game, you're completely underpowered for everything that's coming at you. It's like, I guess you could play every level and get all the heart tanks and stuff before you take on your first Maverick, but that's not the way to play, folks. And I've heard people say that the game was easy because the Mavericks have simplistic patterns and stuff. Really? I don't find them simplistic at all. I don't know what game they've been playing, but I always had a hard-ass time playing this game. The first Dr. Light capsule... Oh yes, they're back. You left more for us. But the first one, you have to make across this gigantic jump, which you need to double dash to get. But I always miss my timing, and it's pretty hard to get. Nevertheless, I will get it, damn it. No matter how many times I fuck up, and I did fuck up a lot. So eventually, if you're better at the game than I am, you will get across, and boom, there's Dr. Light. Hey, old man! Enter this Capsule X. Take this leg upgrade. Your upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You will be able to dash left, right, or even straight up into the air. Yeah, the air dash. It was in X2, but it's even better in X3, because now we can dash straight up into the air. It's good for, you know, those ladders that are out of reach, or that ledge. It's all good. And I'm going backwards in this level, because there was a sub-tank that I can get now that I have the air dash. And that sub-tanks are always useful. Sub-tanks, again, if you store up energy in them, and then use them when the time is right, you can refill all of your health. You get energy into the sub-tanks by collecting health when you're already fully healed. If you're not fully healed when you pick up energy, then you won't get any energy into the sub-tank. And by pushing R in the main menu, you can switch to Zero. Zero, of course, as I mentioned earlier, has the bigger health, and he's a lot stronger, and he has the Z-Saber, which really rapes enemies damn easily and damn quickly. So Zero is a good guy you want to start the levels off with. But again, levels aren't the problem with me. Mavericks are the problem with me. And my biggest problem with the Mavericks, they hit too fucking hard. So as you'll see here, I'll try and fight the Maverick with Zero, but when I reach the door... Oh. Zero, I'll handle this. Let Zero handle it, you blue greedy fuck. I don't want you to handle it. I want Zero to handle it. Zero's much more prepared for this. Jesus Christ. Hey, but nevertheless, it's Blizzard Buffalo. Blizzard Buffalo, I guess, does have a very simplistic pattern. But, you know, I still find it annoying to play because it's the way the controls are. I've never been good at Mega Man X with the controls, because in order to dash jump off a wall, you have to push jump and the dash button at the same time. You can't charge when you're doing this, because that means you have to hold it means you have to hold your thumb over all three buttons, which can, you know, be not easy. And that's what the air dash is for. The air dash is helping me out quite a bit, but regardless, I never charge during this fight that much, unless I'm on the ground, because it's fucking hard to charge and dash jump at the same time, you know? And he also loves to shoot icicles, which I guess some people would find them easy to dodge. I guess I didn't, because they were always hitting me in this match. And he does have a simple pattern. He just races from one side of the room to the other. Again, this is why you want to take Blizzard Buffalo on first. He is pretty simple, but he's so strong that he will kill you pretty fucking badly if you don't watch what you're doing. Ugh, I hate this game sometimes. That ice beam he's shooting doesn't actually hurt you, it just encases you in ice, and you can actually break out of it like 5 times during the laser is on. Fuck! Nevertheless, I'm not making you watch me fight it all over again. Though I never got hit this time, which was a lot better. But I digress. Blizzard Buffalo can be exceptionally powerful if he hits you, so stay the fuck away from him. If he even runs into you, then Jesus, you're gonna notice that like almost half your health is gone. Don't let him run into you. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. But by defeating Blizzard Buffalo, we get a special weapon ability. Of course, just like every Mega Man game ever made. And what do we get? Why, we get a nice little ice missile called the Frost Shield. Why it's called a shield, I don't know. Nevertheless, it stands in the air for a little bit when you shoot it, and then it races towards its direction, and it will break off and form into some kind of thing that attacks people. Yeah, it's Toxic Seahorse next, because he's weak against the weapon that we're using. In Mega Man X3, I always go the order in which the weaknesses are better. Because again, the Mavericks are fucking tough as hell, and I don't want to take them on with anything but their weakness. Call me a pussy, call me bad at this game, I think it's pretty fucking hard, okay? It's a lot harder than X1 and X2. And X4. And X5. But I digress. Toxic Seahorse's stage is filled with a whole bunch of sludge pouring down. They don't hurt you or anything, so don't worry about that. And there's also going to be an underwater section later on. And as it has always been since the inception of Mega Man, if you jump in water, you will jump twice as high. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. I'll go with it. Heart tanks are back. Heart tanks refill, or they don't refill your health, but they make it longer. As you'll see my health bar expand when I grab it. Booyah! So instead of going straight through this tunnel, climb all the way to the top, the heart tank's there. Very easy to get, you can't really miss it. And I bet you're wondering about this room. There was a room similar to this in Blizzard Buffalo stage. Well, like the X-Hunter leaders, we might just have some guys looking for us later in the game. And, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. When they do start looking for us, they'll fight us in that room. Obviously, watch where you're going with the spikes. Jumping too high gets you killed, and, you know, dying is not exactly our priority. You can still air dash in water, and still get hurt. But now we come to our first mini-boss, which is some weird octopus missile-shooting thingy that sort of reminds me of Launch Octopus, just because of the crazy arms it has. So he shoots mines and missiles. The missiles home in on you, and the mines just sort of fall. But you can pellet this guy to death pretty damn easily, and he's not that challenging. Just dash under him so you won't get hit, and shoot his missiles, and that's about it. Refill your health as always, because these guys hurt like fuck. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in part 3.